Good afternoon. My name is Jan Rollins. I'm one of the assistant principals at Cony Middle and High School. And Mrs. Gauthier has asked if I would read a book, and I am so happy to do this. Penelope's Amazing Imperfect People Eating Machine. The authors are fourth grade students, which makes this book even more exciting. You're probably wondering, you can see that I've read this book a few times. You are probably wondering how I, Penelope, smart and talented, got myself into such a dreadful mess. It all started this morning, a morning like every other morning, an awful morning. Another morning sitting next to Timothy Taylor McGillicuddy. He pokes, he pinches, he pulls, he slobbers, he spits, and he smells. I mean, what is a girl to do? I just couldn't take it anymore. That's when I had my wonderful idea. An idea so great, I couldn't believe it was mine. A vacuum, a wrench, 2 springs, a hose, and a super imperfection detector. Yes, the perfect machine to rid the world of imperfect people. Penelope's Amazing Imperfect People Eating Machine. Well, I only had one person in mind. Timothy Taylor McGillicuddy. How great the world would be if he were sucked into infinity. Oh, how surprised everyone was when I wheeled my machine into the room. I aimed the nozzle right at the pest, and then I flicked the switch. Even I was surprised when it shook and smoked. It rattled as it pulled the screaming Timothy Taylor McGillicuddy into its mouth. Everyone looked amazed. No more Timothy Taylor McGillicuddy. I was a hero. But then things changed. Well, what do you know? Hold right on there, folks. As I was taking a bow, the machine chugged on. Nobody noticed as it rolled across the floor toward Isabel Spot. Until she screamed, nobody even noticed her being sucked into the nozzle. What happened next will go down in history at Village Elementary School. Suddenly, someone screamed. The nozzle flew up and headed right towards Sarah Stuck-Up and Buster Bully. In a second, they were gone. I dove for cover under my desk as all the kids in the class started screaming and running for their lives. I watched helplessly as my wonderful machine sniffed out even the slightest imperfections of my classmates and friends. Nobody could escape from its sucking nozzle. Fred Forgetful, Bucky Bad Teeth, and Screwy Louie were no match for my machine. My teacher, Mrs. Chivalry, was standing on her desk screaming when I noticed the run in her nylons. I prayed my machine wouldn't notice, but unfortunately it did. And it sucked sweet Mrs. Chivalry right out of her blue suede shoes. Things were looking very bad. I could not believe what I was seeing. An entire room full of people sucked out of the universe, and all because I couldn't stand sitting next to Timothy Taylor McGillicuddy. I had no idea the machine I invented to get rid of the pest would change the world. Just as I thought I was the only perfect person left in the world, I saw the horrifying nozzle coming toward me. I had nowhere to run. I was doomed. As I was being sucked in, I had the most amazing thought. Just maybe, there are no perfect people. Maybe everyone has an imperfection, big or small, and maybe someday someone will invent a way to get me out of here. Help. I hope that you will pick up this book at the library. It's wonderful. I hope you'll reread it, and I hope your summer is terrific.